Happy Friday, Fig Fam. It is our favorite day on the channel, Friday, which means it's time for some new wrestling figure reveals. And believe it or not, even though San Diego Comic-Con is next week, there is a ton, so stay tuned. San Diego Comic-Con is next week. And just as I suspected, we still have a ton of wrestling action figure and collectible reveals and news this week. Now, next week is going to be through the roof, right? You can almost expect that I'm going to be doing these videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably even Sunday. And at one point, my man Fig Vault from the Case Fresh podcast is going to be joining me as a nice little reunion to discuss all of these reveals after the fact. So you can stay tuned to that. But today, we're going to take a look at everything that popped up this week. And this is a pretty awesome graphic that I got to give a shout out to my man Sergeant Cass 82 on Instagram. Thank you so much, dude. I love this. I love the stylization of this. You did an amazing job. Thank you. And I cannot wait to get stickers and shirts and stuff like that made of this. But we're going to move on. And this video is brought to you by the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on heelbooks.com. There's also a strictly Mattel version at a cheaper price point to give you a little bit of extra value in the sense of saving some money, but also getting a quality item. That is also on heelbooks.com. But we saw this today. There's like an Action Vinyls Instagram. I don't think these are official, but they're pretty cool. These are Safubi soft vinyl figures. They have Commando, Rambo, Austin Powers and Dr. Evil, and now they have Hobbs. And Hobbs and Shaw, which is pretty cool. Looks like The Rock, but for the price point, I think it's like $120. It's an easy pass for me. Now, Latoonie, we talk about Latoonie every single week, and he teased that he is going to be doing the toy commercial Macho Man coming soon to Latoonie. So basically what this means is, if you remember the LJN commercial, him and Liz are in it. He has a cape on. He opens up the cape, and there's all these LJN Macho Men just hanging from the cape. Well, apparently Latoonie is going to be making mini Macho Men, attaching them to the cape, and putting it on a Macho Man figure. I'll be honest with you, this is probably the most enticing release for me personally that Latoonie has done, but I still think I'm probably going to pass on it, to be completely honest with you, but still a pretty cool idea. He also showed off the upcoming Wrestling Giant Series Animal in the lifting gear. He's got that Tasmanian Devil shirt on. He's got his loaded up weight bar with tons of weight. He's got his collar on, face paint, but he's articulated, which is kind of interesting to me. So I'm very curious to see what this looks like. I know there's going to be, I think, is it Warlord? Still very, very interesting, and this does look pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Rush Collectibles showed off a factory sample of the upcoming Spellbinder. This is Fantasio from WWF fame, and these are back up for pre-order on rushfigures.com. Comes with a removable hat. The underwear ones are sold out, but look at this. You can see all the speckles and the glitter in his gear. The face paint looks pretty good. I gotta say, this is probably going to be one of, if not his best figures yet, so shout out to Rush for this one, man. Here is the back of the figure. I think the skin tone's right. I think the gear is right. I would like to see that head and the arms sit a little bit more flush to the body, which I'm sure they will. This is, like I said, is a factory sample, so sometimes this is what it looks like. They're not fastened in the same sense. At least that's what I'm expecting, is this is like just a prototype. So they usually do kind of hang off a little, especially prototypes that I have from Jax and other different companies. The arms and head never sit flush, so I expect that to be flush at the end, and I cannot wait for this figure. Our friends over at KWK Heroes, they showed off a little teaser of the upcoming Well Done figures with these cloth good ties that are going to go around the necks. Now, I've seen these figures. I've seen the bodies and everything. I cannot wait for these. I think these are going to be some of his best figures yet. There's the pink tie. There's the black tie. So we have a lot to look forward to with KWK. Also, G&G, Grapplers and Gimmicks. My man Mitch over at Hastel Toy dropped another pre-order. We've got Rick the Model Martel, Damien Demento in retro form. To me, as a retro and Hasbro fan, these are must-gets. The Damien Demento is unfreaking believable. That entrance gear that is removable. Look at the facial hair. It's perfect. The tassels on the arms. The teeth on that entrance gear. I mean, this thing is... I never thought that we would get a Damien Demento figure. And I told that to Mitch. And his response was, that's exactly why I made it. Because people never expected to get a Damien Demento. And this thing looks great. Shout out to Mitch for this one. Also, Rick the Model Martel. Check that out. He's got the sweater vest over his shoulders. He's got the glasses and, of course, that arrogance can. One of the biggest missing pieces from his Hasbro release. And don't get me wrong, the Hasbro release was great. This is also really good. I love that it's kind of in the same style as the Hasbro as far as action pose and everything like that, but it is a completely different era of his career. We got long hair. We've got the glasses. We've got the arrogance. So this makes it, if you're a Hasbro collector, I think it makes it very plausible to pick this one up. Now, this I'm excited about. FC Toys. I was hoping they would do this because they have their Comedy Bang Bang 3.75-inch figures. We have somebody doing 3 3/4 inch figures. This is great, man. I love this. Reaction style figures. Power packed wrestlers. And these are coming soon. And the first one, they're starting off with a bang. Macho Man Randy Savage. I would love it if there's some other classics in there. Give me Andre the Giant. I know he's gettable. Give me Andre the Giant. Dude, Buff Baglow. I mean, listen, here's the thing. I am all in on this line. I will literally get every single variant, every single figure, because I have wanted 3 3/4 inch figures for quite some time. We're talking 5 points of articulation, arms, legs, head. That's it. That's all we need, right? This thing is beautiful. Thank you, FC Toys, for finally doing what we've all been waiting for. Then Zombie Sailor Toys showed off a little teaser of in-package Jeff Jarrett Pinnacle Collection Series 1. We see the full figure, kind of a little cut off, but we see a full shot of that additional head, and it looks great. As we can see, these are in clamshells that are probably sealed and have to be cut, which I am fine with. I bought these to open, and he did recently say when the Sandman 4th of July figure shipped that these will be next to ship. So these are expected to fly over to him, who knows, man, in the coming months. So I'm very excited to get these in hand and do full unboxings on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Also, McFarlane Toys. They've previously done some Peacemaker figures, right? They've done Black Adam. They've done Batista and Dune. They've done Fezzik. So there's a lot of wrestling figures and movie roles in the McFarlane line. And we are getting another Peacemaker from the series. He's going to come with Eagly. He's going to come with his gun and holster. He's going to come with removable helmets as well as interchangeable heads. I'm excited for this. I think it's very, very cool. In my opinion, this blows the original Peacemaker out of the water. It's not perfect, but it's definitely in line with what I expect from McFarlane Toys as far as likeness on their figures. And I think it's very, very good. So coming to the DC multiverse again is the Peacemaker John Cena. So that's 2 wrestlers, superstars that are getting new movie figures, The Rock and John Cena. Steph DeLander getting another Microbrawler, and this is available at stephDelander.bigcartel.com. I love the cheetah print, the red, the lips, the SDL. She's got the tattoos, the piercings. I mean, it's all there, and she is flipping that bird off to everybody as we've known her to do. But it's not just her. You can also pick up Mance Warner's new figure, and I love that he has the lip kiss on his cheek. He's got that signature sick mullet. He's got the fists clenched, those red, white, and blue boots, and check out the cuts in the eyebrows. Now, you can get these individually at stephDelander.bigcartel.com, or you can get them as a package deal and save like $5. So head over there now if you are a Microbrawler collector. Also, if you are a Big Rubber Guy collector, we've been talking about this for some time. It is finally here, the 1 of 1,000 Danhausen, available now at collectmajor.com. I picked mine up, got it in, did a quick review, and dude, I love this one. Listen, I was very adamant that I only wanted legends in the Big Rubber Guy line. I love the line so much, I was just buying everybody. So I couldn't say no to this one. However, I'm glad that I didn't. He's in that Bret the Hitman Hart tribute gear. Instead of skulls, you got teeth. Instead of hearts, you've got Danhausen faces. And he's doing that spell pose. He's got all of his tattoos. It's very, very well done. Hard to see here, but his hair is not black. That is the face paint. His hair is like a brownish hue. And that's exactly how it is in real life, right? You can see his hair color and then you can see the face paint kind of going over it. So I think they did an excellent job on this Danhausen. But kind of saw this coming. They've been teasing it for quite some time. Major has finally inked a deal with AEW. Official AEW Big Rubber Guys are coming to shopaew.com starting on the 23rd. That's only 5 days away, guys. So we are going to know the whole 4 Series 1. And I can't wait. The first one they showed off is Tony Storm, timeless Tony Storm in that pose. I think it looks great personally. There's 3 others that we don't know about. And we all can speculate, but I got to assume MJF is one. I got to assume there's going to be some kind of legend in there. So I'm personally hoping that it's Taz. And then for the third one, I am back and forth. It's going to be, in my opinion, either Moxley, Ospreay, or Jericho. That's just what I think. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. I would love to see a legend in there. I'm praying that a legend is in there, and I would really love it to be a Taz and not commentator Taz. Not commentator Taz. I would like to see ring gear Taz from back in the day, but also a Tony Schiavone kind of in the style of Vince McMahon would be pretty cool as well. Microbrawler. So there was also a Juice Robinson Microbrawler that dropped, only 500. And it's available now at shopaew.com. Check out the back of that vest with the Bang Bang Gang, the stray bullet on the front. He's got the scope. Everything is there, man. I dig this. It looks awesome. I'm not a Microbrawler collector, but I do think this is a very good one. And there it is in package, in hand. This thing is very, very well done. Now, we also saw from Jazwares Unmatched Collection Series 12, which I already announced to you guys a couple weeks back, the lineup and everything that leaked. But here are some render images. Mercedes Moné, we saw this for that premiere edition that went up, right? It's very, very, very similar. But we saw the Roderick Strong. He's going to come with that RS hoodie, his neck brace and glasses, which is crucial, in my opinion, for this figure. We're also going to be getting Juice Robinson, but look how toyetic this is, man. I mean, my God. Rock hard down the leg. I mean, I can't even believe that's going to be on a figure, right? It's got his head on the other side. Robinson, I mean, this thing is so sick. Toyetic, the colors, all the different spray. It's just, I can't even believe that they're getting this in on a $20 figure. He's going to have removable glasses, removable vests. I mean, this thing, I can't wait to see the final version. Plus, look at that head sculpt. How could you not love that? Also, Ric Flair. We knew he was coming, right? But here it is. The standard edition, reddish, pinkish Ric Flair. He's going to come with a robe, which is blowing my mind that we are getting Ric Flair robed figures for $20 in the Jazwares line, but Mattel, it didn't really happen. It was very seldom that we got those robes. Same thing with Charlotte Flair. Moxley's back in the line. There's really not much to say about this. To me, this looks like every other Moxley. It's very, very similar. There's not much to get excited about. Death Jitsu, pure garbage. Whatever. Then there is the Chase Ric Flair. And he's doing the woo face, which is a little questionable, but I do love that robe. I do love the gear, that light blue. To me, that's what I always think of with Ric Flair from when I was a kid. Nature Boy on one side, Butterfly on the other. I mean, this is a great looking Flair. I would definitely swap out the head though. And then rare again, Jon Moxley. I feel like this guy has gotten so many rare figures, and nothing against Mox because I enjoy Moxley, but his figures just, they leave a lot to be desired. So I really don't think this was necessary personally, but he does come with a BCC cloth goods shirt, Mox down the side of the legs. It is what it is. Then this. So Ringside dropped a Ringside exclusive, all in Adam Copeland. And there's a lot to talk about here. First off, the colors are wrong. Second, I don't know who that head is, but that is not Edge. That is not Cope. That is not Adam Copeland. And it sucks because I like the design of the coat. I like how it looks, but I wish the colors were correct. All right. This is not the colors of the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's a darker blue, like a royalish blue. But look at the design. It's killing me that they got it wrong. The horns coming out of the maple leaf, the skull. I mean, it's very, very cool. I love the jacket. I just wish it was the correct color. In package, I think they do great. They have some of the best exclusive packaging, period. I love it, right? Everything about it, the covers, the sides, how you can see through them like that. It's just a beautifully done masterpiece. And they've always been, from the very beginning, they've done great exclusives. But this is just not it. Look at the size of those elbow pads. They do not look functionable. They do not even look like the elbow pads that Edge uses, let alone wore for this event. They literally, they look like casts. They look like Henry Rowan Gardner, getting his elbow adjusted. It's just not, they're so thick and they look immovable. The head really doesn't look like Edge. It doesn't. From the eyes up, it looks more like me, in my opinion. Then this one, this is not a good screaming head sculpt. It's not. It looks like a cartoon. It looks like a cartoon animal animated to be a human. It's like a werewolf. I don't think it looks good. And this is just my opinion. If you love this one, by all means, like, you do not have to listen to my opinion, but the elbow pads are rough. The heads are rough. The color is off. It's just, this should be a home run figure. All of the groundwork is there. It's Cope. It's great gear. It's got spike. It's got a belt. It's got accessories, interchangeable hands. It's just, the execution just wasn't there for me personally. I mean, and look, even on the sample, you've got tattoos running over onto the wrist tape. You got two different color chest hair. You got like a fiery reddish hair here and then a brown there. It's just, it's all over the place. And I want to love this figure so much. When they first showed it, I was like, oh my God. And then I really looked at it and I was like, oh man, those heads. And it's a shame because you can see they got all the fine details in those head sculpts. It just doesn't look like him. You got Spike's case, which is awesome. The TNT title. Spike is sick. I mean, look at all the nails coming out of it. It's so cool. Spike alone gets me itchy for this. The jacket and Spike are the biggest selling points for me. I just wish the jacket was the right color. But it is available now at ringsidecollectibles.com. You can use code FIGHEEL to save 10% if you want it. You could even swap out those heads, honestly, and make it so much better. So it's up to you. And last but not least, WWEshop.com dropped this. Undisputed Tribal Chief Commemorative Championship of Roman Reigns. And what's interesting about this is it's not commonplace for us to get championship titles with the person's face etched into it. Now, listen, I think this is a beautiful title. And it's supposed to be commemorative. It's supposed to be for fans. It is not supposed to be a championship that he rocks to the ring, right? I love that it's got the rubies in there. You've got, the Ulafala just kind of hanging and draped there. All the different tribal, then his head. It's very, very cool. $500 though. You make the decision as a belt collector. I don't spend that on belts. I don't really collect belts, but OTC side plate, Superman punch side plate, beautiful design. Look at the end cap there. There's a lot on here that I think is beautiful. A lot of people are saying it looks like a 2K25 title, but to me, I think it's very good. Just for the price, not so much. So a lot of cool stuff that we saw this week. So I'm curious what you guys think. Mostly, I'm curious what you guys think is going to be the lineup for AEW's Big Rubber Guy Series 1. So comment them below. Make sure you're subscribed. Like this video. Go back and watch our other videos and stay tuned next week for all of our San Diego Comic-Con coverage because there is going to be a lot of stuff to look forward to. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining me. Big Heel out. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at whatheel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.